One skill we want to be comfortable using throughout the year is measuring time and understanding the order in which events occur. This can actually be a little bit confusing at first. This video should help you visualize how this works. You're probably familiar with the terms BC and AD. BC stands for before Christ, AD stands for Anno Domini, the year of the Lord in Latin. On a timeline, this would look something like this, with 0 at the center representing approximately the birth of Christ, and BC and AD on either side. Understandably, this method has a large Christian bias, so today many historians and other academics have renamed BC and AD with BCE and CE. BCE stands for before the Common Era, CE stands for the Common Era. This is also somewhat problematic because there's no real rhyme or reason to what begins the Common Era, but at least it does have less bias. You'll probably be seeing both of these terms in your reading and in your research. Most of what we'll be learning this year will take place in the Common Era, between the year 500 and 1800, but occasionally we will talk about events that occurred before the Common Era, such as the beginning of the Roman Empire, or the development of hunting and gathering societies. So if we have two different events, one that happens before the Common Era, such as the assassination of Julius Caesar, and one that happens in the Common Era, like the rise of the Song dynasty, how can we represent this on a timeline? Notice that the timeline is similar to a number line you might have used in a math class when you were learning about negative numbers. You can think of BCE years like negative numbers. If an event happens in 100 BC, it occurred 100 years before the year 0. The bigger the number is for BCE years, the less recent it happened. Let's look at an example to get a better idea. Julius Caesar's assassination occurred in 44 BCE, while the founding of the Song dynasty occurred in 960 CE. How many years apart did these events happen? To look at this, we'll add 44 years until the year 0 to 960 years, okay? The Song dynasty was founded, therefore, if you can do the math, that's right, 1,004 years after Julius Caesar's assassination. Very good. For next class, you want to make sure you know the following ideas. What's the difference between BC and AD? Why do historians now use the terms BCE and CE? What do they stand for? For your homework, draw a timeline like the one above. Use it to show you which date happened first, 100 BCE or 100 CE, 15 BCE or 250 BCE. We'll continue to talk about these ideas in class. If you need help or need to rewatch any part of the video, make sure you do that, and we'll work on it together next time.